Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are, whenever you've tuned in. I'm your shaman, Lady Lighthouse, and welcome to the Light Network. I was trying to adjust my sound there real quick. Oh, there we go. We're good. We got it figured out. Anyway. Tonight's stream is an offering stream, so I like coming on once a week right now. I don't know, it's a fluid a fluid feeling of coming into this space, and I like being able to interact with people all around the world that I might not get to interact with in person at my local events that I'm able to attend. So there's a part of me that doesn't want to give up streaming on Twitch for that reason. But there's another part of me that's starting to invest a lot of time, energy, and effort into building up a more local client base. So I don't know. I don't know what the future holds for me in streaming right now. But for now, we have an offering stream tonight. And so tonight's offering, they are divine love transmission. So it's 5 minutes of love, light, healing energy sent your way. And it's very much like a very, very powerful burst of healing, supportive energy, with the main focus of just reminding you just how loved you are. And the way you claim it is simply donate. And I have a queue, or I have going through and going one at a time that way, because that's just easier. Then I'm not dealing with the, someone joined the queue and then, oh no, I didn't know. So the queue is formed via donating. And so they'll be going through the chat every couple minutes. Yeah, I think it's set up for every 5 to go through the chat of it's the command ! DLT for divine love transmission. So that will be going through that, because I don't want to sit there and look at the number, because I'll be like, the number. Until then, yeah, we're just hanging out. We're just hanging out for a little bit, holding the space for the. Like I said, it's gonna be here till 10:30, so about 2 hours. Unless my husband gets home earlier, then I don't know. Then I might sign off earlier. I don't know. There's a big festival in town right now, and so he was at it today. And I know he's not staying till the end tonight, so I don't know. It's been to be honest, it's been a very interesting day, because I'm not home, no. Is that so, Freya? You shut your mouth? Okay. She's like, stop talking, Mom. Okay. It's okay. Yeah. There was someone who honked their horn. Literally, there are people. I'm like, what do I even want to say to that? Hold on. No, never mind. I don't want to spread that or share that. Okay. Anyway, you can see in my background, I have my plethora of things in bags. I recently ordered some new merch because I've been really looking, really manifesting, really feeling like it's time to get like an in-person space here in Kentucky that I can take, in-person people for my service offerings, which my main one is energetic surgery. And so I like went through and I made a bunch of different packages for it. Not a bunch of different packages, there's 3 packages. But I like they all feel really good. And they all serve specific purpose. And so it's starting to feel like it's time to find an in-person space to start to welcome people, because I like doing things virtually. I can reach a lot of people virtually, but let's be honest, a lot of people, especially like the very first time I ever did any energy work, like, did I have to meet? Like, I had to go in person. I don't think I would have accepted someone trying to do Reiki virtually on me that very first time. Like, I needed to go see what it was all about. So, yeah, I don't know. There's some different irons in the fire there. So I've been there. It's exciting. It feels good. It feels like I just gotta be patient, but it's also like I don't want to be patient about it. And so it's like I got some thicker paper, some like card stocks for printing out my like service menu. So I was like designing that yesterday, and that was looking really cute. And I designed like basically like a consent. It's like the consent stoplight for energy work. So basically, when working with me, if at any time, oh, thanks for the resubscription. If at any time they are in a session with me and they start to get uncomfortable, or the energy work that's going on is like becoming too overwhelming for some reason, they can hit me with a yellow or a red. Yellow just basically means like, hey, I'm approaching where my like level of like safety and comfort mentality is like starting to kind of waver, and then I will pull back the amount of energy work that we're doing. And then red is basically like, yeah, no, you gotta stop. And that's when I pretty much immediately turn off the energy work and immediately go into grounding. Like, the session is done, and it's just very much of like the aftercare of making sure, like, getting you grounded, feeling safe and comfortable before, sending you back out into the world. Because I just want, I want everyone to feel safe and comfortable, or as safe and comfortable as they can be, even though I know energy work can feel nerve-wracking at times. It can feel intimate. It can feel, because you're like letting someone into your energy, and if you're not, you're letting someone into your energy, so that can feel kind of like, oh gosh, what am I getting myself into? So very, very big on consent, very big on, only like you are in control of the session. If at any point you want to stop or slow down or, dial it back, we can do that. my own energy doctor is like, has been working on my working on my own body, and doing all the things that need to be done for myself. Do I ever feel like someone's energy isn't focused enough? As in like they're mentally scattered, or what do you mean by that, Robin? they've gotten distracted. It like in a session, do you mean, or just in general? Like in an energy surgery session or in general? So I'm like, day to day, yes. Like literally this afternoon I was having a conversation with my husband and he totally was distracted and I was like, all right, well, let me know when I can have your full focus. In a session, do I ever feel like someone's gotten distracted or walked away for a minute? No, I don't think so. At least it hasn't come through for me, or they haven't shared it with me, if so. But also it's like, if they are able to be kind of relaxed enough that how do I want to put this? I'd say it's not uncommon to have different thoughts going through your mind when you're experiencing energetic surgery. Like I myself, when I'm receiving, when I'm sitting there just channeling it for myself and letting my team, perform it on me, it's almost nice to have the distracting thoughts. I don't really view them as distracting. It's like inspiration or like processing or other things. Like I will have different thoughts and things like running through my mind that are coming up. And I actually view that as rather helpful at times because, like I said, the energy work can be as gentle as you want it to be, or it can be as like full force as you want it to be. And I am typically a person, I have a pretty high tolerance for discomfort, I'll say. And so I very much like, because I've been getting some stuff done on my arm the last few nights, and it's not always super comfortable, at least, but I'm also like allowing it to not be super comfortable because I know for me, like, I'm good with that. Like, it's all right. Like, I know it serves a purpose and I know it's temporary and I know it's like I can get the visualization of what they're doing if I want, or I can distract myself / allow myself to receive the wisdom information of whatever else is coming through. So I'm not focused on whatever the heck they're doing on my arm. But then it like subsides within like a few minutes. And then it's like, oh, okay. And they move on. And then there's a new sensation. So I welcome those distractions, I guess I should say. How have I been? I have been... Oh, thanks. Thanks for lighting our candle. I have been... I don't know. I've been like... Let me light this candle and then I'll share how I've been. It's just been a fun, interesting time. So I'm gonna light the candle. Let's see. We're just bringing in the light. Allowing the light to come into the space tonight for whatever is in the highest and best. Hey, G-Rock. But no, it's been a crazy week. And I say that tongue in cheek because at my last job, that was like the running, the last corporate job, that was like the running joke every Friday when we did an end of week recap meeting. It was like, it's been a crazy week. But no, it's been a very interesting week. I've had a lot of healing in myself, a lot of growth in myself, a lot of shedding of old things, a lot of new information coming in, a lot of, I don't know, it's just been like, I'm just riding the waves is really what I'm doing. Yeah, it's just been a interesting time. Oh my god, what the heck is this? There's a little piece. I have no idea where this just came from. There's a little piece of like this little blue, it almost looks like sticky tack. Please focus. No, it's still too distracted by my face in the background, I believe. Nope, you don't get to see. Can you see what I see? There we go. There's this little piece of sticky tack. I think it's sticky tack. The wax is white. The wax is white. This is not blue. I don't own sticky tack. I haven't had crayons on my desk and I don't know, who needed the little sign of blue sticky tack? Because it has appeared from the ether. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, this month I think there's supposed to be another eclipse too at the end of the month, if I recall correctly. So it's just like, yeah, it's just been crazy. It's been good, but it's like there's been a lot of headway, a lot of moving parts and pieces and things like falling into place, like things feel really good. Like, yeah, is this, hold on, is this sticky tack or is this like a frosting? But even then, I'm like, I haven't, part of me wants to lick it, but another part of me is like, no, maybe I'll put it in the flame. Yeah. I bought a grounding mat. I bought a grounding mat because I was like, well, one, my spirit team was very much like, get a grounding mat. And I was like, okay, sure, let's see. And I had recently watched a documentary on grounding. I think it's called Down to Earth. It was on Amazon Prime. Not the one with Zac Efron. This one's actually about grounding. The thing with Zac Efron is more about, oh, interesting. I just like lit that little blue thing on fire. And it just kind of like melted over the, I don't know. I'm playing with fire now. Okay, hold on. I'm very much distracting myself with the flame and this candle and this like weird blue wax thing. Okay. I think I'm done. I think I've done what I needed to do there. Weird. But I did... The grounding mat's been really nice. The first time I laid on it, oh my gosh, my body was like... like I ended up laying on it for like 2 hours that first day, and I could just like feel my body like twitching and tingly, like not tingling, but like twitching in the areas that just like excess energy was leaving. I was like, oh, thank God. And I've been sleeping with it on my bed at night. Granted, I ended up ordering some grounding sheets because the mat itself isn't very breathable for sleeping. I think it's okay on like my massage table for when I'm doing like energy work or if I just want to like lay on it in here. But sleeping a full night sleep on it, I woke up once or twice like sweating, and I was like, it was just uncomfortable. I was like, all right, I'm gonna buy some actual like grounding sheets and see if that helps. And it's honestly been helping me a lot. It's been helping me, one, get the energy work for my own team, and also I feel like it's been helping me just like receive so much like guidance and goodness right now, and like inspiration. Like there's just so much stuff coming and moving and doing, and it's so good. I saw your card. I'm not gonna do card pulls today. I'm doing just strictly the Divine Love transmissions. I'm gonna send your points back to you. Maybe that little blue piece of wax or I don't know, frosting. It's just that appeared was for you. It's just an interesting development, that little piece of whatever it was. But how are you all doing? I know you said you've been feeling chaotic and moody. G-Rock, how have you been as well? You're still lingering. I do still feel like, I've always felt like, okay, enjoy your dinner. Leading into September, I felt like September was gonna be kind of like an abundant month, and so far it's feeling pretty abundant when it comes to just like the energy that's coming in. It's just a lot. And October, I don't know, October is just like, something feels like it's coming in October, but it's just wild. But I don't know what it is. Said you're doing okay. Trying to keep busy. Alright. Good. Do you like to keep busy, or do you just struggle to slow down? Trying to think what else this last week has brought me. Energetic surgery, packages, I ordered merch, been looking at in-store or like finding an in-person location to do offerings like consistently, instead of just like pop-up shows, or not pop-up shows, but like pop-up events. Very nice. I understand. I understand. Oh my gosh, I've also been on a puzzle kick. I really love puzzles, and I can complete like a 1,000-piece puzzle in like, it depends on how difficult it is. I think the fastest I've done a 1,000-piece puzzle is maybe like 4.5 or 5 hours, somewhere in there. Some of the ones where it's like, oh my gosh, just like the sky bleeds into water and it's all just like trying to figure out the different shades of the colors and match them up. Those take a little bit longer, but I can usually get them done in like a day or two, because I can only do them for so long. I'm on my 4th puzzle in the last week and a half-ish. but my back, my back and my neck can only handle so much, like, craning downwards. I've been rewatching Bridgerton as as I've been doing them. I'm already on season 3. So, you know, if I start speaking in 1800s proper Bridgerton style language, that's why. I love puzzles. Our local library is having a puzzle swap in not this weekend, but next weekend. I actually have an event that day that I'm doing something, like I'll be set up at, and each person is allowed to bring 5 puzzles to swap. And so I was trying to get my husband to get his friend and his friend's wife to like take some of our puzzles, each of them take 5 and swap them out for me so I can have more new ones. I also was debating just like leaving the event for like 40 minutes to like run their puzzle swap and come back. That's how dedicated I am to puzzles. Also, my husband bought me for my birthday a like puzzle subscription service, so I get one new 1,000-piece puzzle a month. But that does not does not sustain me. But then, like I said, I go through kicks. I go through periods of time where I'm like really into them for like a week or two, and I like knock a bunch out, and then I take a break, and then I come back to them. So. But yeah, like I said, I'm doing Divine Love transmissions tonight. I'll be doing them this weekend as well at an upcoming event, which I'm excited for because I got the little flyer for it, and I don't know. I'm always thinking of different ways to like streamline things, or thinking of like how to scale it. The Divine Love transmission. It's 5 minutes of receiving love, light, healing energy. It's like basically like a powerful burst of energy your way, with the main focus helping you remind you just how loved you are. So it's like the smallest piece of like energetic surgery that I can offer, where it's like, yeah, I don't know how else to describe it other than just like a powerful blast of love, light, and healing energy. Yeah. Well, if you're interested, you can donate $20 or 2,000 bits to claim yours. If not, you can just hang out. We can chat, keep chatting. I'm just trying to think of like what else is going on. Like, I've been really getting into using like Threads, the like social platform Threads, just because it's like I put off joining it for a really long time. Hold on. I started to talk and I just got like a very intense head like sensation going on. Hold on, let me check. I know I've been having a little bit of like headachy things today, but there was like an air quality alert for our area, so I was like, all right, well, it's probably allergies. I even had a dream about allergies or like allergy symptoms, and I kind of woke up feeling that kind of was in the air. So, but I don't see anything super major with like the Schumann or anything. No one knows. Oh, that's the other thing I'm working on. Duh. It's like I forgot about this. I'm working on music. I've been having different songs come to me, but there's been one that I'm really working on, and I met with a producer earlier this month, like at the beginning of this month, and I was like, you know, I was interested. I was like, hold on, I gotta get through this weekend to like, because I had an event that weekend, and I was like, I gotta get through this, and then like, let me get back to you. And so then I had, once I got through the weekend, then I was like, oh, okay, so now here, and then I was like, this is kind of what I was thinking. So I like sent it to him, and he started working on it, and he was sending me some sound bites, and then I wasn't quite sure about the melody fully, and then that started to come to me, so I've been like recording myself. I started like recording myself in like my different little like sound bites, and I sent him some of those, and it was like, all right, well, let's like plan a studio time. So I'm going to have my very first in studio like collaboration session next week, so that's pretty freaking cool. Yeah. What were you practicing? Were you practicing energy work, or are you practicing singing? Or some other music-y. Hey, holy bunches of roses. Welcome in. And if there's anyone else lurking or lingering, welcome too. Hey, Rocket. Glad to have you. Welcome in, welcome in. Join us, join us. Ah, very cool. You just got funny energy, Rocket. It's good. Trying to get a couple songs down. Videos. Ah, cool, G-Rock. Do you have a YouTube channel that you post on? Robin, I think, is eating. I'm actually not doing cards today, so I'll send your points back to you. But I appreciate your interest. We're just hanging out chatting, but I'm doing the Divine Love transmissions. Now, the divine love transmissions, they're 5 minutes of divine love, light, and healing energy that is sent your way. So it's basically a powerful burst of energy. It's like the smallest little bit of energetic surgery that I can like gift in this setting. But the main focus is just reminding you just how loved you are. So it's wherever the energy needs to go. But it's 5 minutes, $20, and the way you claim it is by donating, and then I just go through the donation. So it's not, you don't even join the queue, it's just, I go through that way. Videos you're doing, playing with music videos. Very cool. Okay. How long have you been playing G-Rock? Bought 2 candles. Hey, Jenny. Yeah, I can't give you a massage from here, nor am I licensed to give a massage, so can't help you with that one. Sorry, Rocket. 3, maybe 4 years. Very nice. Have you ever considered joining a band or anything? Apparently that has too many caps in it. I'm sorry, I can't, I don't know how to make that go through. Well, yeah, no, I am... I'm overall blessed. I'm overall blessed. I'm grateful. I feel a little headachy at the moment. I think it's just, like I said, the air quality, something kind of in today, or allergies today. But overall, like, I'm very blessed. Okay. Supposed to have. Alright, fair enough, fair enough. Yeah, I don't play any instruments. I tried playing, I know I took piano lessons back in middle school for a little bit. Was it middle school or elementary school? Maybe it was elementary school. I don't know. I tried playing, I took piano lessons for a little bit back in either elementary or middle school. It wasn't super long. And then I was in choir in middle school for a couple years. And then I suddenly stopped liking my choir teacher. I don't entirely remember why. I think it was probably because I messed up on my audition for the like school musical, and I took it personally. And I was like, the choir teacher hates me, and really it was my own insecurities, but at the time. And so I ended up joining orchestra for like the last 6 or 8 weeks of school, and played the violin for all of 6 or 8 weeks, or learned to play the violin for 6 or 8 weeks in middle school, and that was that. And that's the end of my instrument playing career. I always considered wanting to learn how to play like the drums, but I don't know if I actually have the coordination for that. Like, I like to dance. And what is drumming? Like, I'm sure you could make drumming into a form of dance. Or like I'll liken it to dance in a way. But it's okay. I don't feel very drawn to learn drums right now. Nor do I really feel compelled to learn to play any other instruments besides singing. That's the whole reason I like found a producer, because I was just like, I want to make music. I have songs in my head. I have songs in my heart that want to come out, and I need help making them. Because even when I was looking at like music production software, I was like, I don't fucking know. I was like, this is too overwhelming. I am just gonna hire someone who's got the years of experience doing it, and who is going to be able to help me put together what I'm wanting to put together in a time frame that actually is enjoyable and not a project that ends up going to the graveyard. Speaking of pop punk, well, it's sort of, well, no, okay. Now this is more like metal or rock. Never mind. Well, I was gonna say, there's a big festival going on near me this weekend. It's called Louder Than Life, but that's not really pop punk. It's probably more rock. When I think of pop punk, I think of more of the When We Were Young festival that's in Las Vegas. That's coming up. Which I actually think the one that's in Las Vegas is a month from today. Or somewhere in there. It's like we're really close to like that 1 month mark, I think. I am not going to the festival. That's by me. My husband enjoys that music, so he was there today. He didn't stay for the entire thing just because not all the bands that he wanted to see were earlier in the day today. But I'm okay. The traffic and the crowd and the heat, that's a no ma'am. That's a no ma'am for me. No siree. Nope. Standing on the pavement for 12 hours in 90-degree sunny weather. Ouch, my back. One of these days, maybe I'll do it and I'll pay for VIP and be in the loungy area. But even then, I'm like, if I'm just gonna go lounge and like watch them on a screen, like that, I could just watch their YouTube videos. Like, no. Yeah. I mean, I'm sure there are there's a festival last weekend at the same place that the same company puts on, but the one last weekend was Bourbon and Beyond, which is more, I think it's more like country-esque, which is really funny. So they do like a country festival one weekend. Maybe it's not quite country. They had Benson Boone as one of their headliners. And then this weekend is the rock festival. Yeah. Yeah. I gotta really want to see the bands that are going, and don't get me wrong, like they have some good good bands at this festival, but they spread them out enough for me that it's like I I can't justify spending the money to do it, to go for the full 4 days to see those bands. I'm like, that's why I enjoyed when I did go to When We Were Young, because there were so many bands that I both liked and enjoyed, and it was only 1 day, so I was like, all right, great. Like, even if it is a long day, there was a part of me yesterday at dinner. I was like, I don't know, I was feeling a little spontaneous, and I was like, should we just like last minute buy tickets and go to When We Were Young? Like, should we go to Las Vegas like in a month? And we did not purchase them. That trip has not been solidified, but there was definitely a little part of me that was like, I don't know, could be fun. Yeah, I do not mosh. I have been on the edge of mosh pits, and I have also positioned myself behind large men to protect me from said mosh pits. It's one thing, like, some mosh pits they're alright. Like, you got the mosh pits where people just kind of run around in a circle. Great. I'm a fan of those. You got the mosh pits of people just kind of going around shoving each other, like, that's alright too. I don't want to be in there, but that's alright. And then you got the people in the mosh pits that are like throwing arms and legs and feet in all wild, crazy ways, and it's like, bro, no. You are a hazard. Go to the outside. Like, get to the back of the crowd. It's fine if you want to do that. Just go where there's more space, please. And that guy's probably like, I'm gonna make the space. Yeah. Yeah, that's not for me. I do find it funny though, because I've seen lots of people live at this point, and I've gotten all of the experiences of being general admission up close to the stage, all the way in the nosebleeds, like everywhere in between a small venue to a big stadium. And I like having a seat. I like having somewhere I can sit down if need be. Because one of the other things I've noticed too, especially in small venues, depending on how strong their bass is, and usually the floors are concrete, and they're not putting down anything on the concrete floor, the bass reverberating into the ground, like from like the sound in the speakers, goes up my back, and I end up getting like a really sore back if I'm in the general admissions for one of those types of shows. But who the heck is doing a circle pit at Stand Atlantic? That's the other thing, is like some of these artists, I'm like, how do you, people are creating mosh pits at these? No. They made us. Well, I guess you were in a crowd that actually like wanted to do it. I've definitely been in crowds where they're like, open up the pit, and like 3 people try, and no, everyone else is like, nah, man. Well, you know, like you said, circle is easier. Circle is more enjoyable. I do always love to see the, like, if someone does fall down, people at these types of shows are always like, get him up, get him up. So it at least is a very supportive crowd, even if it does feel a bit intense at times. Uh. We're talking about going to different, like, concert and shows and mosh pits and circle pits and things. Yeah. I mean, I had a friend in college who she's about my height, so about 5'8", but she's tiny as a twig. But this girl loved to mosh. She loved to mosh, and very, very rarely did she get knocked down. I think maybe once or twice, but, like, you know, especially, I feel like that's the other thing too, is, like, especially, like, a woman in the circle, if they get knocked out, like, I feel like the, like, masculine energy protector, like, comes out and everyone's like, get her up! Like, they want to have fun, but they're all like, hold on! I will say the one, so I haven't moshed, and that's by choice. And I also haven't crowd surfed. I've debated it. I've been obviously in many positions to carry people over my head or, like, push the crowd surfers forward. Again, I like to position myself by a tall dude. Because it's just like, yeah, there are definitely some people who crowd surf that I'm like, I don't know, to each their own, I guess. I won't shame. It's more of just like myself, it makes me uncomfortable thinking about all of the hands all over my body. One show is an entire. Yeah. Robin, it's fun to go to concert, or even if, like, I mean, even just going to see, like, a local artist doing something, like a band at, you know, a restaurant or something. Yeah. Oh, that reminds me, and I'm also laughing at my face, the facial expression I just made. It was just, yeah. I've seen Stan Atlantic as well. Who did they come here and play with? Were they playing with All Time Low? I don't remember. But no, so changing the subject briefly, or, like, slightly, more than slightly. We're going to, there's a comedian called Peter, I don't know his last name, but he's a psychic comedian. He's a psychic comedian, and his shtick is basically that he can read minds, and he's gonna be in my town in October, and so we're close enough in October that we're going to see him, and I am so excited. Because he's like, I don't know, I've checked out enough of his stuff that I believe he's the real deal, and he also is, from what I understand from his story, is that he, like, went and explored, like, his psychic abilities and, like, learned and studied and read all the different books, and, like, he taught himself how to read minds. And I'm just like, I really want I really want him to like call on my husband because my husband's like really like he's like, all right, like we're going because I'm really excited about going, but he's very skeptical about it, and I really want him to read my husband. Oh, I just think it'd be such a good time, at least for me. Yeah. I always think about I would not whether or not I would want the ability to read minds. I mean, being a psychic is sort of like, I mean, okay, being a shaman, I should say. I can read, well, I can get a lot of things intuitively if I get people's consent. But I'm like, would I want the full ability to know like what you are thinking at this moment in time and or other thoughts that you've been thinking recently? And I'm like, what would I want to do with that ability? That's what I think about. Ooh, Robin, they make I'll change back to that for a second. They make concert going earplugs that are called the ones that we have are like ear racers. So it basically allows you to still hear the music in all of its glory, but just like the decibels are like dialed back to a safe volume. And that's what we use whenever we go, because my hearing is precious. But also, if it's uncomfortable, you don't have to go. Welcome into any lurkers, lingers. Glad to have you. I'm Shaman Lady Lighthouse. We're just hanging out chatting right now, but I am doing divine love transmissions. 5 minutes of divine love, light, and energy healing. With the main focus of reminding you just how loved you are. It's a powerful burst of energy in a short period of time. $20. Or 2,000 bits. Okay, what do people even do at concerts? You vibe. You dance. You scream. You cheer. Oh my gosh, this reminds me. Okay, so I saw, and then I'm gonna take like a 2-minute break because I gotta pee. That's funny. Whenever I graduated high school, my best friend, bought us tickets to see 5 Seconds of Summer live in the like city that we were going to college in, like the summer before we went to college. And I loved 5 Seconds of Summer at that time. And our tickets were like nosebleed tickets, but we got there super early and got to our seats. We were in like the 300 level, like upper back middle, like way up top, and in the big stadium. And as we were sitting there, someone from the facility came around and asked us if we wanted to move seats. It was basically one of the advertisers, like Nabisco, basically, who makes like Oreos and whatever. They're like, you guys want 2 tickets to move down to like the section down there, which was like the 100 levels on the side of the stage, like still on the risers, but like off to the side of the stage. We're like, yeah. Like the only thing that they asked was if we like post something on social media about it. It's like easiest post of my life, and also at that time I did not have that many like friends or whatever else on social media, so I was like, I don't care. And so we got 2 free tickets that were probably like 2 to 3 times more expensive than our tickets for free and got to move down to the side of the stage. Like I said, we were in the side risers, like about halfway up in that like 100 level. And let me tell you, I didn't realize how much I loved 5 Seconds of Summer at the time until I saw those boys come on stage, and I screamed my lungs out. I was like, oh my god! I was like, and then I laughed at myself because I was like, I didn't know that's how I felt. So it was a great time. Oh gosh, man, that was. Oh, okay. I'm gonna take a few minute break and run to the restroom and grab some more water after that. I'll be right back. Oh, there we go. And I'm back. Welcome in any lurkers, lingers. Thank you for your patience. I hope you had a lovely break as well. I had a cough coming up too there. It's just like, I don't know, there's some collective clearing happening right through. It's like upper chest. Also, when I was on the break, I got a message back from one of the places I reached out to about like finding that in-person location. And I'm trying to sit with for myself whether or not I want to try to find somewhere closer to me for travel purposes, because I'm not a huge fan of commuting, or if I want to find somewhere that's like in the city more. What place? Yeah, I'm trying to find a place for me to do like in-person services, so not necessarily me moving. It's more just like I don't want to be doing my energy work out of my house anymore, and I want to have like an office space where people can come get their energetic surgery, like work done, where you can meet me in person. I'll still do virtual offerings as well, but I want to have like an actual like space that's not my home for it, that I can have people come to. It's not that I don't love people coming to my home, but my animals don't necessarily love everyone coming into the home, and that's fair. Nor do I. I mean, I don't know. I'm kind of particular about my house. Yeah. So, because I don't like having like my address and that kind of stuff like out there. That's why I use a P.O. box for business things, but it would be nice to have like an office address of like, okay, this is where you can come get services. And I've been looking at a bunch of different things too, on whether or not I want to like how shared of a space I would go to, because there are different like healing collective-y type of facilities. So I got a few different irons in the fire. I have 3 different places kind of in mind right now, and they're all different and offer different things. There's one that's closer to me that I think I lean towards more. Hold on. There's one closer that I lean towards more just because it is so close to my home. Maybe I shouldn't say it is so close to my home, but it's only like a 10-15 minute drive away, whereas the other 2 are about a 30-minute drive away. And I appreciate that it's substantially closer, and I also like the energy of the place. Like, I know the energy of the place, whereas the other 2, like one is potentially more foot traffic because it's in a more of like a community art center type of place that has like different studios that you can rent. And then one is at like a different wellness practice, like office, and I'm like, I don't know if that's a good fit or not. It could be an interesting fit. So I don't know. We're gathering information right now, and I know it will work out how it's meant to. But it's exciting. In the meantime, I've been like I said, I ordered merch. That is some of it here. I still have more coming, but this is just like getting started. And I also ordered a I have this little bookshelf, but I also ordered like a portable clothing rack that's like bamboo to match this for whatever space I do find. Hi, Atreus. You want to come up and say hi? Come on. Yeah. Yeah, because I want to be able to have, I don't know, I was thinking about different things. So like one of them, he is a big cat. One of the spaces has like a front area. So it's like it's its own little store, but it's like you go into it, it's like there's a little front lobby area, which would be really easy for me to put like 2 little shelves in there, and then there's a back room. So it can be like, here's my little merch section and check-in, and then the actual room for like the energy work. One space is shared with like a metaphysical shop. And so it's like, I could potentially put some of my stuff in their shop or in the hallway, or even just like in the room that would be the energy workspace, and just sell out of my own like little room. Or at least that's been an idea. And then the other one, I don't know. The other one I gotta go see. Well, I mean, I gotta go see 2 out of 3. I know what one of them looks like, but it's just kind of, like I said, just different things kind of come into fruition, or just gathering information to see what feels the most aligned, or what feels kind of exciting, good. Yeah, he's got really long fur, and since I have the candle going, I'm like trying to make sure he doesn't get his tail in the candle. Hey, buddy. Purring so loudly. Yeah. Well, yeah, like I said, welcome in to Any Lurkers Linkers. I'm your shaman, Lady Lighthouse. I am doing Divine Love transmissions if anyone is interested. I'll be on only about 45 more minutes, and then I'm gonna hop off. Just like, please don't get your tail in the fire. Oops, sorry. Hold on. I think he's interested in my packages in the back. That's funny because him being in the scene right now is making my like lighting do weird things. It's like, oh, he's orange. We need to adjust. Eric, do you wanna? Oh man. He has the habit of, anytime we sit down to eat dinner, who's ever in the head of the table chair, he will come up and like basically like stand on his back legs with his hands on the front paws on the like armrest of the chair. Is like, let me into your lap, and you're like, no, buddy. Have you identified yourself? Man, he's staring into your soul. Hi. Hi. Yeah, when we got him, he was only a couple months old, but like we did not realize how big he was gonna get, or the type of cat he was. Because I think we were just like, oh, he's an orange tabby with long hair. Great. But I think he's like part Siberian or maybe a little part Maine Coon just because of his size. We had to buy like a bigger litter box for him so that way he could actually fit in it. Yeah, whenever we have certain friends that come over, whenever they see him, he's like, King Atreus. Yeah. What do you want to say? What do you want to say to the group, Atreus? Well said. This is the quality content that you came here for at Lady Lighthouse. Okay. And look, now the camera goes back to normal. He has relayed the message he wishes to send, not receive. Oh gosh. Maybe he was just coming to help me with my whole like chest situation. I don't know. He was just sitting here leaning on me, purring, which felt kind of nice. So I'm grateful. Alright. Well. I really don't have a whole lot. Behold, I am a big handsome. I mean, he does. That's a solid message to have received. As I say, I don't really have a whole lot else to say or share. You said anything fun this weekend? Yes, there's a mystical moon market down in Elizabethtown, Kentucky, which is not terribly far. What did I just do with this hair? Hold on. Okay. That I'm setting up at, but it's cool because there's enough interest between like people going and also vendors that they like expanded it. So it was originally only going to be in like one conference room and about 25 vendors, and I think it's going to be about 50 vendors now. In two conference rooms, like not conference, well, I guess they're kind of conference rooms, but it's being held at a community center. So I'll be there doing my Divine Love transmissions, and then so what else am I doing? Like I said, I'm probably gonna go look at a space tomorrow, maybe 2 spaces tomorrow. I have the event Saturday, which is nice. And then I think Sunday will probably be just like kind of recovery day, and then Monday is my in-studio session. Got anything else? I don't think so. I think that's what I got. Just I'm kind of constantly like keeping my eye out for different vending events to go to, different places to like do pop-ups. Because it's like I have one this weekend, I have one next weekend, I have next weekend is a metaphysical market. They're all the same thing. They all mean the same thing. And then the most interesting one that I'm going to, the most interesting one I'm going to is the first weekend of October. There's an event called like an Angel Walk, and this one, I don't know what offering I'm bringing there yet, and I have no idea what to expect because this one's like at a park and we're just like setting up underneath a covered area. But the angel walk is for people that have had like miscarriages or families that have had like a stillborn child or like had a child like pass away early on, like from like sudden infant syndrome or like sudden SIDS. That's what it is. That one's gonna be interesting. That one's gonna be really interesting for me. Just because, like, I don't know. I imagine that one's gonna be, yeah, that one's gonna be a bit heavier. Where most of the events I go to, it's just kind of like, oh, it's, a mystical market. It's a holistic fair. It's like, yes, I interact with people who are sad and or going through things, and people will share about, what they've been through with me. But it's definitely, I don't know, the one with the unborn spirits and or very young spirits. That one, if I think about it, I can feel the grief of that one before even going there. Just especially as a woman and my dealing with my own stuff with fertility. So it's like, all right, we'll have to be nice and resourced going in there. That's probably the most interesting, unique one that I'm doing. But like I said, I felt guided to go. Literally, I it wasn't even an organization that I followed, but like something popped across my Facebook page, and I just like immediately felt like, oh, like I need to go, like I need to be at this event. And so I submitted my vendor application, and I guess I must have done it like the day that they went live for vending applications, because the woman was like super excited. Yeah. Man, there's so much there's so much I can say on this topic, especially from my own, like I said, my own experience. I don't have children, but I had an energetic pregnancy earlier this year, where my body basically was like telling me I was pregnant. I was also able to channel the like spirit babies that were coming through, and then that was a whole ordeal to like work through and heal through. So it's like I appreciate it, and also like it's okay. At this point, it's been about 8 months. So it's coming to a close. I'm healed enough that I can talk about it. There's like 3 months earlier this year that I was like, couldn't talk about it. Didn't want to show my face and or like be around anyone, nor did I want to feel people's pity or anything. Like I needed to heal and grieve in my own way. But now I'm like, I believe in the young spirits. I believe for myself I learned a lot. I also believe that the young spirits, like, they get to choose when they're coming to Earth as well. And so if it wasn't their time, it wasn't their time. Or they might have, started to come and then they got freaked out. And they're like, actually, wait a second, I don't think I'm ready. And then they go back. And it causes grief for us here, but also, part of like the healing and expansion and growth that they're going through as well. So it's not that they don't get to experience, in my mind, or at least how I believe, is it's not that they don't get to experience life. It's more that they themselves like weren't ready to live, like in this way. They're still up there. They're still doing their thing. Yeah. Do I have anything else I want to say on that topic? That goes around annoying people. You have a mischievous spirit, I see. Alright. Yeah. I don't know, I think a lot about life, death, life after death, life before life, like the great beyond versus the great before type of metaphors and things, and I've channeled a decent amount about it for in my own healing and everything, and so whether or not what I've channeled is just comforting words from my spirit team to comfort me, or if it's like 100% legit for everyone, I don't know. At least in like this specific topic, because I have more emotions tied to it. Every now and again, I'll have my spirit team tell me something, and I'll feel like, are you just telling me? Like their answers will change. And this is probably one of those topics where I'm like, I don't know. But I have heard from others who are connected to spirit babies in like the channeling world, and they also seem to kind of think similarly along the lines of like the whole like soul contracts, them agreeing to come, not come, all that kind of stuff. So I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with this. This topic leaves me like very contemplative, if you can't tell. It's very like it's like, do I have more healing or grieving to do in this topic? Probably a little bit more. I told my husband that I was like, I will probably grieve until my full like 90-day, or not 90, my full 9-month kind of period is up, and so that it's not up until the middle of October. So I got a couple weeks left, but it feels like it's coming to a close. It feels like what I once thought was being birthed as, you know, humans, is actually being birthed into something else and created into something else when it comes to Lady Lighthouse. And so that's coming to fruition here in the next couple weeks. To be born into this world. And so that's kind of what I'm hanging on to. And I don't know where I heard this, but it's always been something that's stuck with me. And maybe it's just a comforting words for my own soul. Maybe this comforts someone else. But there was an adage someone said one time that was like, sometimes hold on. Sometimes the most powerful women are the women who can't bear children. Oh. I don't know. That adage sticks with me whenever I see or hear someone else struggling with their own fertility. That comes to mind. Like, sometimes the most powerful women are the women who can't bear children. And I also think some of the most powerful women are mothers. So, but I also believe you can be a mother and not bear your own child. So, like I said, that's just a sentiment that resonates with me. I mean, I know for at least my body, I will not be having any children. I won't be having any whoopsie children because I had a surgery 2 years ago, 3 years ago, in an effort to help with I had been diagnosed with endometriosis since I had been 19, and so in an effort to try to remedy that, because I was on my 5th surgery for it, I got both of my tubes removed and my right ovary removed. So I won't be having any whoopsie children. If I did want any sort of child, it would have to be an IVF child, or adopted child, but I don't foresee biological or adopted children in my future at this point. Yeah. And that's okay. We are all children to somebody. Or, if you wanted to go even larger, we're all children of spirit, of source, of God, if you prefer that word. I do love me some good Christian rock, not gonna lie. Even though I don't identify as a Christian, they just have some bangers. Hello, Tanya, dear. Well, thank you all for listening to that share. Wasn't trying to bring anyone down per se, but that was just what was on my heart and what was coming up. So thanks for listening. I'm feeling rather, I don't know, contemplative. Maybe I'll just bring some love into the space. Yeah, let's I'll do a little collective, let's bring some love into the space. So, if you're open to receiving, yeah, I know. I don't want to send you on your way with a heavy heart. That's not how I want to end this. So, yeah, if you're open to receiving just a little collective love, a little collective release from the heaviness of that topic, then I invite you to just take a deep breath. Let out a sigh or an exhale. I invite you to put your hand or bring your hand to your heart, to the center of your chest, or wherever feels right for you. One hand on your heart. And I invite invite you to bring the other hand to wherever feels like your source of power, whether it's your belly, your leg, your shoulder. For me, I go right to the area right around my belly button, maybe just slightly above my belly button. Just take a deep breath here. Breathe in, connecting to your body. Connecting to your love. Your protector. Letting out a sigh if that feels right for you. And I want you to begin to imagine glowing lights starting to form beneath both of your hands. Start to bring your hands closer together on your body, starting to move that light around. Begin to paint all the areas of your body with that glowing light, connecting with each nerve ending. Nice and slow, sending everywhere that glowing light. Both sides of your arms, getting under your armpits, around your neck, up the back of your head, top of your head, coming down, feeling curves of your face, your eyebrows, noticing the length of your eyelashes, the textures of your ears, shape of your nose, the softness of your lips, going onto your shoulders and your upper back, chest. Move a little bit lower down over your rib cage and belly and hips. All over, making your way to your thighs, front and back, knees, feet, toes, heels, both legs, everywhere. Feeling yourself completely painted. Beautiful light. And when you're ready, you can come back. Alright. That feels good. That feels like a good spot to end it too as well. Just everyone got a little bit of light, a little bit of love, help ground that out. Alright. Well, I appreciate you all. Thank you for tuning in, listening. Thanks for hanging out with me, chatting, and also for, like I said, holding space and being present with me. So I thank you. I send you all so much love and light, and I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day, evening, afternoon, wherever you are. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your weekend and week ahead. I'll see you again soon. I appreciate you too. Alright. Bye, my loves. Mwah. Good night.